Welcome to Luminosity Wellness Radio Show. I am one of your co-hosts today, Jeff Rennell, and I'm also here with my co-host, Josh Carpenter. Mr. Blue, how you doing today, Josh?
Gosh, I'm doing well, thank you.
You're welcome. Today, unfortunately, we're without Christine Essex again, definitely wishing her well out there. And today we'll also be speaking with Carol Ann Weber. She's going to be doing Sex and Love Goddess Style over at Luminosity Wellness Center on February 20th. That's a Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. So we will be talking to her after our first commercial break. That'll be around 3:15 or so. So definitely tune in and be ready to call in to ask her questions as well. So the number here is 702-483-4444. 702-483-4444. So what's new, Josh?
Oh, what's new? I darkened my hair. I'm going for a little bit of a darker blue now. It was more vibrantly like bright blue, and I'm deciding to show my many shades of blue. Yeah.
Interesting.
It is, you know, my throat chakra color vibrates and radiates different kinds of blues. So as that does, my hair does. It's weird.
I see.
If you rub my belly, it kind of gets brighter, though. It's weird. It's kind of cool. I'm like a glowworm.
Tune in for the video on that one there. I was kind of wondering what was new down at the center, but the new blue hair is just as good.
I thought it was the latest update. Hashtag Mr. Blue.
Wonderful. No, we had a wonderful event just over the weekend. It was the Valentine's Sweetheart event that was on Valentine's Day, February 14th.
You know, that was a social rave if I've ever seen one. They had so many pictures on the page with just this 7-foot angel. You should see Rick Essex next to a 7-foot angel. It's quite interesting. He really looks short, and he's not a short guy.
No, I did see a few pictures with her and a few other people, not with Rick, unfortunately. That would have been interesting.
Yes, but there was some great practitioners there. Melody from Alternative Pathfinders has doing special potions. One of them was called Love Potion number 9. Is that right?
I'm not sure.
We heard a rumor about that. You might have to check in with Melody and visit the center, but you definitely want to know that she does have a Love Potion number 9 out there, I believe.
Well, I'm going to have to check that out and see what that's all about.
So, and then there was some tarot card readings and a lot of great events. So if you get a chance, take a look at the archive pictures that Christine Essex put up on Luminosity Wellness Center Facebook page and see the good time that they had there. It's awesome that it was a great turnout, great event, and everybody was happy. So
yeah, there's been a lot of little buzz going between all the practitioners there ever since Sunday about how great of an event it was and how much fun everybody had, and again how busy everybody was. Hope was mentioning she just one after another never had a chance to really even sit down.
Exactly.
So that's lovely.
Exactly. Shout out to April Freed from SRO Media. She is taking some pics for us here, so I just want to give some love.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks
April.
for being in the studio with us to show some social media grooviness.
Yes. We also had the Friday Night Awakenings, the event that me and Andrew hold every Friday there at Luminosity Wellness Center.
You've been doing this for 3 weeks now, right?
Yeah, we're going tomorrow. Should be the 4th week of, yes, 1-month anniversary, yes.
That is awesome. And it's caught on pretty quick just in the beginning that you've actually had this event started. You had at least a handful of people the first time when you kicked it off, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's been going pretty good. We're getting, anywhere from about 6 to 10 people a night. It keeps growing, it seems to be, so it's really nice. The more the word gets out there, everybody is welcome, of course, and what it's Friday Night Awakenings, and it starts at 6:30. And at 6:30, Andrew Mahalik, he will start doing the crystal bowls and the Tibetan bowls and creating a nice sound. And then I will do a nice little guided meditation while he's doing the sound bowls. And then midway through, I will start to be quiet and allow everybody just to relax and feel the vibrations and continue on with that for about another half hour to 20 minutes, whatever Andrew is in the mood to play.
Right.
And then after that, we lead it into into a healing circle. So anybody that wants to come and practice giving healing energy or receiving healing energy, you're more than welcome to show up, because we start that healing circle about 7:30. That goes to about 9 o'clock, and then after that we kind of go into a drum circle, which is really fun.
Nice.
Yeah, and actually you can kind of bring any instrument. We had one young lady, she brought a xylophone last Friday, which was really cool, because I've been dying to play one of those since I was in the 6th grade. It was one of the funnest instruments I ever played, and you never get a chance to play a xylophone. She happened to be a teacher, so she borrowed it from the school and brought it over, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was the same night that Eric Pearl played, and I remember I was walking out of Eric Pearl's workshop, and I was heading over to you, and I heard the xylophone, and I thought I was like in elementary school. I had those flashbacks of that. I'm like, what is he doing in there? Did he start a daycare already?
Just the daycare for the adult kids.
There we go.
Yes, and that was the other thing we had going on this last weekend. Was Eric Pearl was there speaking on Friday night, which was absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him on Friday night because I was doing my event, but we did get a chance to interview him on Thursday, which was really fascinating here on the radio show.
You did get a chance to go see him, just at a different venue, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I did. I went over to Carol's house on Thursday night after the radio show, and she does a really nice meditation at her house, and he also spoke there, so we had a chance to listen to him there, and I was hoping to be able to get a chance to listen to him on Friday a little bit, but he got done before we did, so.
Well, I caught it live on Periscope, and I kind of secretly used your video camera, so you might see the footage on there.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that, for sure. For sure. He definitely has a really interesting philosophy on what he's doing, and I really enjoyed listening to him. It helps you stretch the mind.
So I just want to go back to Friday Night Awakenings real quick, because healing is done in many ways, and not only is it energy healing, but it's my understanding that there's also sound healing, because that's what the bowls themselves do. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. And that's what I really love about doing this, and I'm really excited about doing the crystal bowl meditation, is because if you're just starting out in meditation and just starting to experience meditation, it's a wonderful way to truly go there and feel the different energies, feel the vibration of the energy, not only through the crystal bowls, but afterwards when we're doing the drum circle as well, too. The nice beat of the drum, you can really feel the energy, the vibration, and then when everybody's in tune, definitely with the drums, the energy of everybody feeling in, it's amazing, and so it's a lot of fun. And so if you're new and just wanting to experience the different types of energies out there, it's a wonderful place to start, because again, you get the sound vibration of the crystal bowls and the drums, and then if you're sensitive, or if you're not, I'll even help you teach you how to become sensitive to energy and how to really feel energies as well too. All you'd have to do is come up and ask me while you're at the event, and I'll go through it with you. But also, while we're doing the healing circle as well, you're going to have a chance to experience a bunch of different type of energy modalities. I'm sure there, from Reiki to Theta healing, which I do. I do Reiki and Theta healing, and I'm sure a few other modalities too as people show up. So.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And you really make a nice, comfortable environment. We have the tapestries up, and the pillows are down on the floor, and the bowls are out, and it's really a Zen type of experience when you walk into the room itself. So I like the way that you put things together, for sure.
Well, thank you. You kind of want to escape. You want to get away from your mundane life. You want to be able to truly relax. And so to set the ambiance, I think, is a good idea as well, too. It helps you just totally just melt away and get away from everyday life. And that's one of the first things that I would recommend starting meditation for to begin with, is we have such a busy life. To be able to go and relax for a little bit and meditate for a while and just to get away from our everyday problems is a great thing to do. And that starts the healing process.
Yeah. Now, with those, the bowls, I also heard from Andrew that you could put water in them and they still make sound? Really?
Yeah, he can. Well, I'm new to all the bowls and stuff as far as all the different things you can do, but yes, you can actually change the frequency by putting water in there and change the different, from like a C sharp to a C flat, or maybe even different note altogether. I'm not too sure, but yes, he was mentioning that, which is really neat.
Do you guys kind of do the any kind of chanting in there at all?
No, we haven't yet, but I wouldn't, I like to always change things up. So, when I'm doing the guided meditation, I'm always trying to do it a little different from night to night, so that way people can experience different things as well and what works for them, because that's what I'm all about, what works for you and what will allow you to be able to escape and get away from the mundane life and just be able to let go and relax. So, I always try to make it a little bit different. So chanting is not a bad thing either. I think chanting can be a lot of fun at times too. So
I have 2 more questions, and then we'll go ahead and move on to our next subject. What's up with the dinner bell? You do this little dinner bell thing when you and Andrew are playing, and you just hear this nice vibrating sound with the bowls, and it's going zzz, and then all of a sudden you hear ding, like it's dinner time, and I'm just like, where'd that come from?
I don't know. For some reason, it was just like when me and Andrew talked together about putting this together. All of a sudden, I started having a vision of the little triangle that you use, out at the field. That's the way I always pictured it. Yeah, the little chime, ding, and lo and behold, one showed up at the center. So I took it and started using it, and it seems to go pretty good, I guess. I mean, you'll have to tell me. I'm on the inside, so
you're in it. You're just in focus. Gotcha.
If it pulls you away from the meditation, let me know so I can stop doing it. But I like it. I think it's pretty neat.
No, I thought it was great. It actually added different chimes and tones to what the frequencies that we're playing within the bowls themselves, which was pretty good.
And that's it. It has that nice tone that goes with the bowls, because the bowls are a unique sound, so it's hard to really add a lot of instruments to the bowls to make them match and kind of vibe together, at least from my experience, what I've seen so far.
True.
The drums are definitely the hard thing to kind of match up with the bowls.
True that. So just for our community and for our listeners, why did you start Friday Night Awakenings? Kind of reminds me of Friday Night Lights, Friday Night Awakenings. I think it's a really cool name. What inspired that for you?
Hearing Andrew on the crystal bowls.
Nice.
I had my own meditation going where I was just a guided meditation, and when I heard Andrew on the bowls, I was like, you know what, I have to have this in my meditation. So I asked him, he said yes, and then I was also realizing that the center at that time, nobody was really doing a healing circle at that time. We had one going on for a while, but I don't know what happened with it, so decided that we might just put that in with it as well too, and then figured why not add a drum circle to it.
Nice. Now, aside from your event that you have going on, we have tons of events that are taking place on a weekly basis at Luminosity Wellness Center. Is that correct?
We do. And we're going to get into that today and talk about a lot of the different events that we have going on this month and into March as well. The ongoing events we have from day to day and week to week over there at Luminosity Wellness Center. One of it is also this radio show that we have going on here.
Yes, Luminosity Wellness Radio takes place every Thursday at 3 p.m. And you can catch us on this station at Vegas All Net Radio and also at luminositywellnessradio.com in order to see our sponsors and some archives of what we do.
Exactly. And here in a little bit, we're going to, when we take our commercial break, we're going to be expecting our guest, Carol Ann Weber, to be calling in, and we're going to be talking about the Sex and Love Goddess Style.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I just heard sex. What did you say?
Sex and Love Goddess Style is what she's going to be teaching on February 20th. It's a Saturday. It's only a 2-hour event, and the cost is only $33, and I'm really excited. We're going to wait to talk to her before we really bring this up, but it sounds like a really interesting event, and I can't wait to talk to her about it, and I'm sure you can't wait as well.
Hey, attracting the love of your life, that is the secret of, that's worth $1,000 or more. Easy.
I agree. I mean, there's a lot of fun things in life, and food and love is definitely on the top of my charts.
I like how you put food first.
Awesome.
So should we cut to our commercial break, or what are we thinking here, Mr. Jeff?
Yeah, looks like we're about at that time, so we might to get a couple words from our sponsor, and then we will be back, and we will be back talking with Carol Ann Weber and Sex and Love Goddess Style. So you're listening to Luminosity Wellness Radio Center, our radio, and we will be right back. Thank you.
The two of us, we can make it if we try to.
Welcome back to Luminosity Wellness Radio.
Jeff and I. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Lawrence, for playing that song.
Yes.
Just the two of us, me and Josh Carpenter today. And we also have on the phone, if she is still with us, Carol Ann Weber. She's going to be teaching Sex and Love Goddess Style over at Luminosity Wellness Center over on February 20th, and it's a Saturday. Are you there, Carol Ann?
I certainly am. And who am I speaking with?
This is Jeff here.
And this is
Yes.
Mr. Blue, Josh Carpenter.
I'm Josh. Woo. Hi, guys.
Hello, how are you
Hello.
doing today?
I'm great.
Thanks for calling in today.
Thank you.
So, Sex and Love Goddess Style. I just love the title of that to begin with.
Likewise.
Yes. Do you want to...
guys are welcome, by the way. You guys should come.
Well, that's what we're going to ask you about that.
Can guys be goddesses too?
Yes, gods and goddesses.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful. So, Carol Ann, if you don't mind, why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what they can expect when they attend this event?
Okay, the first thing is the unexpected. Because I've given this class 4 different times, and each time, depending on who showed up, it was a totally different class. And the first time I gave it, it was all women. The second time, I was setting it up, and a couple of the women came in and said, there's a guy in the lobby. What are you going to do with him? I said, bring him on in.
Nice.
It's such a wonderful dialogue, and my style is to create dialogue because I totally believe that all of us really have the knowledge within ourselves. All we need is someone to bring it out in us. I really am not teaching so much as just sort of being the conduit for everyone to come to their own conclusions about the truth of sex and love. And it gets pretty wild.
Oh, I could imagine. Now, I did have a question. It says, if you want more passionate, pleasurable, and fulfilling love life, what does that mean by definition to what you're telling your audience or your prospective visitors?
Excellent question, because it really is so meaningful to what I'm teaching. I'm not Dr. Ruth. I'm not the cover of Cosmo that said, try this move to drive him wild.
Right.
I mean, you know.
How did you know I read that?
This is really about finding out how people really within themselves feel about sex and love. And I talk about, do they go together or are they totally separate? And the answers I get really helps people understand what it means to them. And what I've found is the more passionate people become about their love life, the more love is involved with sex.
Wow. Now, have you ever had anybody that had met at one of your events before?
I'm sorry, ask me that again?
Have you had anyone who has met at your events before, like a god and a goddess that happened to be attending, and then they kind of kick it off?
No, that hasn't happened yet, but maybe it'll happen on Saturday.
I was going to say, love connections are possible at Sex and Love Goddess Style. I like that.
It's possible because, really, again, it's not like a discussion about explicit sexual positions. It's more about how sex makes you feel and love makes you feel in relation to, your partner. And that's the most profound part of it.
And so it's kind of like speaking about it so we can get comfortable with each other. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes, and also it all begins with knowing what you really feel about it. Many of us have issues. Many of us have fears. Many of us have past experiences that have blocked us from certain things, and until you understand that, how can you be honest with your lover?
Wow,
Yeah.
That's so true. What about for people who are trying to attract a lover or bring someone into their life? Does it help them bring awareness to themselves and how they wrap those emotions around love and sex?
Another great question. Absolutely. And I'll tell you, I usually combine my workshop, which is about an hour of information discussion and then about an hour of creating some kind of art or some kind of project to express it. Our project is going to be about Aphrodite's girdle. She, according to the mythology surrounding Aphrodite, the goddess of love, the Greek goddess of love, she has this girdle or this belt that hangs like around her hips. And when she wears it, all men are attracted to her. They can't help themselves. And so we're going to create that and ask everyone, well, what do you think makes you attractive to a man? We're going to ask the men, what is the most attractive thing about a woman that draws you to her? And
I don't know if I want to answer that.
Those belts with that. And you'd be surprised at the answer.
Really? Yeah. What is the answer usually?
Well, isn't it about the beauty and attraction is in the eye of the beholder?
Agree.
Is it
Very well
not?
said. Well said.
The answer is as specific as can be to the person, but yet there are some general things that everybody feels, and that's the fun part, to find that out.
And I'm sure the project is probably a little different every class when you get different advice from the different people there, which is probably pretty interesting as well.
Well, what I'm doing, we're going to actually, I've got this brilliant craft art person who's a friend of mine she's already created the belts, and we're going to decorate them with those things that we believe makes us irresistible to a man. And then we're going to have the men provide their input. In fact, my art director in this case has said, why don't we have men make them too? And we were kind of tossing around whether the men would break bracelets for themselves that would make them attractive to a goddess. We still haven't decided that. Everybody who comes on Saturday will find that out. But she's already created these absolutely gorgeous belts that everyone's going to decorate specifically for them.
Well, I've helped with a few corsets in my time, so I think I might be able to help with that. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not sure that corset made them irresistible to you, but maybe so.
We love to laugh here, if you haven't noticed.
All women sort of have this fantasy of, like, how can I be absolutely irresistible? And Aphrodite had this girdle, this belt.
Wow. So it's how we accessorize.
So it's really kind of fun to speculate what was on that belt. Nobody knows.
It's how we accessorize then, isn't it?
Yes, it was probably accessories that made it work, but that's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring all kinds of stuff that people can add individually to their own belt.
Wow, that sounds like so much fun.
Does that sound fun?
Yes. And so is this mainly geared for singles or couples?
Or both?
In fact, I did some couples readings this last Sunday on our Valentine's Day event at Luminosity, and I said, please come as a couple. This is so valuable for singles and couples.
Beautiful.
How was that event? How did you enjoy that? We just wanted to get some perspective from...
I totally loved it. I met so many neat people, and I did do a couple of couples readings. Most people came in individually, which, that's the interesting thing. Everybody thinks that a reading has to be individual, but sometimes if you get a reading as a couple, it really gives you insights into each other you might not have. And I was nonstop. I mean, from the time I arrived and set up at noon, I was reading until 4, and I had people saying, oh, please stay, and I was like, I can't. But I did take a belly dance break because Goldie and Mira was there and giving belly dance, so I figured the best possible thing I could do is get up and do a belly dance to keep myself motivated and moving in the readings.
That sounds wonderful. So will there be anything like card readings at this event then too, or
No, I won't be doing any card readings, but I will let people sign up if they want personalized card readings from me, either as a couple or as an individual. I'd be more than happy to do it, but not at this event. This is jam-packed. It's only 2 hours, and we're going to be packing in a lot of stuff in 2 hours.
Yeah, I was actually surprised it was only 2 hours.
I know. I may do an all-day event, but this is my first one at Luminosity. We'll see how it goes.
Nice. And so the investment on yourself in order to attend that event would be $33, I'm seeing here.
That's correct, and they're getting a lot for their money, let me tell you.
And this is taking place on February 20th at Luminosity Wellness Center between the hours of 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, you might as well just
Absolutely
keep that
correct.
Valentine's celebration going all the way through into this weekend here, and join Carol Ann for the Sex and Love Goddess style. I mean, that. How could you have a better Valentine's weekend than finishing it off that way, right?
Hey, hey, hey.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
So is there anything else that you would like to bring up about your event that we haven't covered yet?
Well, all I can say is the obvious, is bring yourself to it with an open mind and really an open heart, because Aphrodite is the goddess of love, and all this stuff really, if you address it from the heart, you will have much better results than if you address it from the mind.
And we see that you have 32 people that have either been interested or are saying that they're going to this. So it seems to be a popular event, and they'll definitely want to make sure that they get their seats with you. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I
And
see
think
you
we better
here.
get a bigger room. I looked at the room we're in. I'll talk to Christine, but if we've got 32 people, yikes.
Yeah.
We're going to have enough room for them, because we're going to be doing the art project too. But I'll talk to her about it. That's great.
We'll fit you in somehow.
Yes.
Hey, Carol Ann, I have another question for you. There might be some listeners and some people out there that want to come to this and would love to come this, but might be single and a little bit little shy. Are there any words of wisdoms that you'd want to get them to kind of encourage them to come to the event, to lose that shyness and to open up?
What advice do you have for Jeff? No.
How did you know that was pinpointed towards me?
Well, I honestly think that one of the things that Aphrodite teaches us is that totally be true to yourself. Don't share anything that you would be uncomfortable with. Don't, you don't have to. She often, as much as she was notorious for having many lovers, she still was sovereign over her heart and her body. And anything, excuse me. Oh, well, hold on.
While she's taking a cough break. Are you doing okay there? We want to make sure you're all right. Come visit us at the center again. We'll give you a tune-up.
Oh, yes. Oh, dear. I don't know what I breathe in, but come true to yourself. That's what I have to say.
Okay.
Do you have any water around where you want to take a sip real quick?
Yeah, I took a drink. Hold on.
Okay. While Carol Ann takes a drink, we're going to go ahead and cut to our commercial break, and we're going to visit our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with Carol Ann Weber.
Welcome back to Luminosity Wellness Radio Show. We're here with our special guest, Carol Ann Weber. We were just talking to her about her event that she has coming up this Saturday at Luminosity Wellness Center. It is the Sex and Love Goddess Style. Are you still with us there, Carol Ann?
I certainly am. I must have swallowed a gnat. I'm sitting outside. Who knows what happened? But I'm doing very well. Thank you. And to answer your question again about somebody being shy, what I was saying before I swallowed the gnat was that Aphrodite teaches us that we are sovereign over our heart and our body. And whatever it is that is right for us, that's what we share, and that's what we give, and
Wow.
nothing more, nothing less. So, however they come, that's how they should embrace themselves in talking and having a discussion about it.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, beautiful. Well put. Well put.
Now, in your event, normally people walk away with a lot of different benefits and ways that they can attract different things into their lives. What are some of the benefits that you intend or that you would like people to get out of this event?
Well, the number one thing about the art of love is loving yourself. There's no question that when we talk about sex and love and attracting lovers and all of that, we really get back to loving ourselves. And so to just honor whoever you are, honor your own boundaries, honor your heart, honor, your feelings. Those are the things that they will walk away with. And I think they'll also, particularly if we have some guys showing up, which I hope you guys show up. I love it when men show up. They have an insight that just talking to other women doesn't give them.
Yes.
And always great to hear the other side of the story. And I think most of the time women are surprised at what men find really attractive, because we think as well, you have the perfect body, you have this, you have that, you have the perfect look. But I've never known a man who said that was what they were attracted to.
I think in both men and women, confidence is the big thing that we're attracted to, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It is. And you get confidence by knowing you can honor yourself.
Oh,
and
yes.
Aphrodite is the queen of that. She tells us we are sovereign over our hearts and our bodies. That gives you so much confidence.
Yeah.
Yes. Well put. It sounds like an amazing event. You have any more questions, Josh?
Well, it seems like let's just go over Carol Ann's event one more time. It is called Sex and Love, Goddess Style. It's taking place at Luminosity Wellness Center on February 20th, if you're just tuning in with us. And the investment in yourself is $33 to attend. So please hit us up on Facebook and hit that RSVP button and visit us down there at the center on February the 20th at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Yes, and couples and singles are both welcome and encouraged to be there.
And men, make sure they know that I want men and women both show up.
Yes, men, all you men out there, you hear that? Make sure you show up.
We love you guys. We love you. We can't wait to see you. I'm so excited. I can't wait for this event and to see all these beautiful spirits showing up.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it sounds like a wonderful time. I'm actually going to try to make it if I can get done with my schedule beforehand, which I'm hoping I can. And I'd love to be there to experience that, because I know personally I took the soulmate class I do theta healing, and I took the soulmate class, and it was so much more than I was ever expecting on learning how to be the proper soulmate for somebody else. And that's exactly what it sounds like you're teaching as well too, is how to be that proper soulmate for somebody else.
Yes, and how to love yourself first. Own who you are. That's the key to being a great lover.
It truly is. It truly is. You have to love yourself before you truly can love that other person in that right way.
Yes.
I agree.
So love yourself today. To our listeners
Absolutely.
out there. Yes.
Start today.
Yes, exactly. Well, Carol Ann, if you have anything else that you want to tell our listeners, we'd love to hear it. If not, we're going to move on to the next portion of our show.
I think we've covered it. Thank you, guys. You are fantastic. I'll see you Saturday.
Our
All right.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in and letting us know about your show. It was definitely wonderful information. I am excited to be there and to hear about everything. So we will see you on Saturday. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
wonderful day.
Bye-bye. Wow. So amongst, I'm just blown away by that event. You know, most guys try to go onto YouTube in order to pick up women or go to a club or a bar. But I mean, these are truly the events where you're going to get the results that you want. And it's not just, you know.
Well, I agree. If you're looking for something serious, I think this would be a kind of event you would want to go to, because to me it sounds like whoever's going to this event is looking to seriously improve their love life and their life in general.
So from these dudes to the dudes out there, you might want to check this out.
And the women out there, there might be some really solid dudes there.
Well said. Like Jeff.
All right. So that's one of the many events coming up to Luminosity Wellness Center. Also, let's see, what else do we have going this weekend? We have the Friday Night Awakenings that are going to happen, of course, Friday night from 6:30 to 10. That's an event we were talking about earlier that I'm hosting with the Crystal Bowl Meditation, the Healing Circle, and the Drum Circle afterwards. What else do we have going on this week, Josh?
I believe that I had saw something for Jason Nilsson on here.
Yes, that's coming up on March.
Awesome.
That will be March 11th. Jason Nelson will be back at the Luminosity Wellness Center. Jason Nelson is a visionary channel and a teacher. So he'll be there Friday, March 11th from 6 p.m. on. And the event is going to be, it looks like at 6 p.m. he's going to have a vegan potluck and mixer. So definitely come and join him for that, so you can mingle and get to know everybody before the event. But then at 7 o'clock, he will have his main event, which is 5 accomplishments, and I think it's just the 5 accomplishments. And he will talk about a bunch of the 5 different things that you need to accomplish.
Yes, and we also have an event that takes place every Thursday as well. It's a free power coaching with Christine Essex and guest host. It starts at 6:30, goes to 8:30, and that falls on every Thursday. We also do have some more regular events, such as our happy hour. So if you'd like to come down and join us for happy hour Monday, Wednesday, or Friday between the hours of 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. A tour will be available for you. And also Luminosity Wellness Center now has membership packages where you can actually get a membership with discounts and join all of the events that they have for the happy hour. And more details on that as you visit Luminosity Wellness Center at 2400 North Tenaya Way, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89128.
And our lovely co-host, Christine Essex, she also has another event on Fridays. It's every Friday from 2:30 to 3:30. It's Creative Solutions with Christine. So join Christine Essex as you will explore communications and how to get what you want. Learn to program your unconscious mind and move towards your future with a plan. Change your thoughts, change your life.
Yes, and we're going to go a little further out on March 26th. There's a 10-day reset challenge. That's March 26th, takes place between 2 and 3 p.m. So if you'd like to get more transformational information about cleanse and losing body weight and getting healthier, this will definitely be the challenge for you.
Yes, it will be. And I believe that's the one where they bring in a bunch of different special guests for that, about nutrition and all kinds of different things. Am I correct on that one?
Yes. To get more information on that, you can visit us at Luminosity Wellness Center on Facebook. Click onto our events and you'll be able to see it there, as well as a list of all of these classes and workshops and events that we'll be having. You can go to luminositywellnesscenter.com and visit us for an update on these events and when they're taking place.
Yes, and you can usually ask for Tina on that, and she will be able to help you on all of these events as well.
Yes, if you have any questions, Tina Abello is a great contact at Luminosity Wellness Center. Whenever you call into the center, most likely she'll be the one answering in order to help you with your questions. So we get everyone the attention that they need at the community if they have any questions or concerns. So thank you so much to Tina Abello out there for working so hard.
Yes, indeed. And also going on at Luminosity Wellness Center, and this seems to be like the new fad. It was like I haven't heard about belly dancing in so long. I happened to mention it a few weeks ago, and then now I keep hearing it left and right. So we also have belly dancing with Goldie from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., and that is Tuesday, February 16th. Sorry, guys, that was last Tuesday. So, unfortunately, we missed that, but hopefully we'll have her back for some belly dancing.
Yes, I believe that is something that they plan on doing more in the future at Luminosity as far as getting more physical fitness type of activities there, so that's really awesome. One other one that I like to announce, Sheila Z. Sterling will be having Living a Vibrant Life, Deeper into Wellness. So if you'd like to check that event out, it's taking place on Friday, February 26th at Luminosity Wellness Center from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, that's going to be a wonderful event with Dr. Sheila Z. She's going to inform you on how to bring down inflammation, lower your blood pressure, regulate your blood sugars, what food you can use as medicines, what herbs, what test you may need that your MD will not tell you about, and hundreds of other things. She is a fabulous person and very, very wonderful to listen to. So definitely check out her event. And if you register before February 15th, if you register between the dates of February 15th through the 25th, it'll be $40, or at the door it is $50. So definitely register ahead of time. And where can you register for that, Josh?
You can go to Sheila's website at truelife-solutions.com. Click on her events, or you can go to truelife-solutions.com/sample-page/events. Enter.
or go to luminocitywellnesscenter.com and look it up on that website as well too.
Wow, I made that sound really complicated when it didn't have to be. Hello.
Yes. Or you could call Sheila Z too, I'm sure, at 702-227-9415.
And before we cut to our commercial break, just one more last one. We actually had them on as a guest, John of God Crystal Healing Bed. That will start to be at the center as well. They're doing 1-hour sessions for $65, or for a 30-minute session would be $40. So when we have that at the center, we're definitely going to let you guys know, but we want you to get excited and psyched right now.
Well, yeah, that'll be February 26th and 27th, so it will be a week from now. So definitely come down to experience John of God Crystal Healing Bed. Wonderful, and if you want to know more about it, you can listen to our podcast from, 2 shows ago, I believe.
Yes, 2 weeks ago.
So 2 weeks ago, wonderful time. So we're going to take another commercial break, and we will be right back at the Luminosity Wellness Radio Show. Thank you. Welcome back to Luminosity Wellness Radio.
Welcome back.
Welcome indeed. We want to start this off by just thanking Carol Ann Weber for calling in and telling us about her event that she has coming up this Saturday, the Sex and Love Goddess Style.
I like that, goddess style.
Yes.
It's like,
just the title alone should draw you to go.
yeah, exactly. So we do have some new people, some new listeners that are new not only to Luminosity Wellness Center, but spirituality and holistic wellness as a whole. So what are some things that you can expect if you're coming to Luminosity Wellness Center? Expect an atmosphere that is different than any other. Expect to be able to be greeted by people who really care and listen to you. It's not like an experience when you hear wellness center, you think of health and Western medicine and, what we see regularly around us. And that's really not the case. There's a lot of modalities taking place there. Reiki is about energy healing. So how are you feeling about yourself when you start getting into theta and what Jeff does? There's really a lot to it. It's not anything to be scared of or intimidated by. It's actually something to make a challenge to yourself and to really dig deep in yourself and find out what it is you've been missing in your life in order to seek that more happiness, because we all know that money isn't the only thing that's going to make us happy or just getting clients. It's also within our personal lives. And I think that's one of the things we like to do at Luminosity Wellness Center is we like to give that balance to a strong foundation, not only in your business, but also personally within your life as well.
Yeah, I think that's very well said, Josh. And that's it. In Luminosity Wellness Center, we want to bring you in and we want you to start to get comfortable and relax, because actually that's the start of the healing process, is to start to be able to relax and enjoy yourself and get back to that nice, calm happiness that we should be in. And yes, it's a very professional style place. The practitioners there are very professional in the way they treat their clients, how they handle them with kid gloves. I mean, it's amazing how everybody is there. I really am proud to be part of Luminosity Wellness Center, and I love to see brand new faces come in and the way they light up when they're in there and they see that nice, comfortable energy. There's nothing to be scared of. It's not like there's going to be a bunch of salesmen or practitioners running up. Ooh, come here. Let me help you first.
Right.
No, you're going to come in and you're going to feel nice and comfortable and welcome, and you're going to be relaxed. And, if you want, we're going to take you on a nice little tour and explain what's going on there, explain the difference in the modalities, because there's a lot of different modalities happening there. And every practitioner does something a little bit different. We all might do some of the same modalities, but when it comes to how we handle our work, it usually is a little bit different for each and every one of us.
Now, for me, I'm the technical nerd or the social media geek, if you will, and I'm not really a practitioner per se myself, so I guess I can say from an outside perspective, not being a practitioner or speaking from that I really feel informed and educated every time that I am there, and I'm always learning from someone. But Jeff, you being a practitioner, you have things where clients come into you. How do you really, want them to feel when they come in, or even when they come into the center as a practitioner? What are the things that you're looking for to help them with?
Well, first of all, I want them to feel loved when they come in. I want them to know that they're welcome and that I'm here to assist in any way that I can. So I want them to definitely feel loved when they come in and comfortable. Make them feel safe, and know that they're safe because they're there, and a lot of times they're going to be divulging a lot of the deep things that are making them scared and giving them anxiety and stress in life. So a lot of times it's hard to get off our chest. So you have to make the person feel comfortable and let them know that we care and that we're here to listen.
And that it's okay to open up and really just truly be yourself. You don't have to come dressed in a dashiki or anything. You can just come casually and just be yourself. That's what we want, is an awareness of self in order for you to discover what you want in order to help you in life and move forward.
And a lot of times too, you got to sometimes my clients, they're there, they want to heal, they want to open up, they want to start to get better, but it's going to take a little time. So sometimes you got to be patient with the patient as well too, or the client, and allow them to be ready to open up. So if they come and they're just there to relax and just to start to feel comfortable before they open up, that's beautiful too.
Yeah, we have some couches. We always have the happy hour Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I mean, if anything, you don't want to talk to anybody and you just want to see the environment and not feel pressured into anything, just come sit on the couch. We have free books there to read. There's usually tea brewing or something. We made it a comfortable, chill environment where you could just come to like the Beat coffee shop where everyone knows they can go and just chill. Well, this is Luminosity Wellness Center where you could just go and just chill. So,
and you can talk to anybody there.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy and loving there. So it's really a nice environment, and I'm really proud to be part of it.
Jeff, before we close our show here, I know that you got a couple more events that you do other than the meditation on Fridays. Can you share with us some things for people who are interested in you as a practitioner?
Yes, I have a few classes coming up at the beginning of March that I can talk about for people that are just stepping into this and trying to learn. I mainly do theta healing classes, so a lot of them you have to start out with the basic and advanced class. I have a few other classes going on this month that you'll already have to have the prerequisites, which is the basic and the advanced, which is animal and plant class. And next month I'll have Under the Crystals, which is an amazing class. It's a one-day class on March 13th. We'll have the basic DNA class on March 18th and 20th. That's the very first theta healing course. If you want to learn how to start to step into your intuitive abilities, learn about your subconscious, how to work on yourself and your family, it's a wonderful place to start. And then you can step into the advanced class right after that. So you can find that on my website, which is thesacredartofhealing.com. Or you can call me at 702-324-2595. This is the Luminosity Wellness Radio Show. We're going to wrap it up for this week. We want to again thank Carol Ann Weber for calling in, and thank you for listening.
Yes.
We are done for this week, and we will be back next week. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful week.
Goodbye.